I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what they lost.
So she's going to be going into custody today. Ms. Guerrero, she'll be remanded without bond. If you want to...
A woman appeared in court today after violating the terms of her probation. She was caught driving, even though the court clearly told her not to. This is the same woman who's facing up to 20 years in prison for vehicular manslaughter, a serious charge because someone tragically lost their life due to her decision to drive under the influence. It's heartbreaking to think about the victim who didn't survive, and honestly, watching this unfold is tough. You would think that someone in her situation would be extremely careful and follow every rule to avoid more trouble. But sadly, that wasn't the case. What do you think would be a fair prison sentence for her? Personally, it's hard to even pick a number when a life has been lost. But let's get into it and take a closer look at what happened.
And we have an issue with your client, Ms. Guerrero. Your client was driving and vaping, and she's charged with intoxication manslaughter. I don't know what the conditions are, but she may not be leaving the courtroom today.
Okay.
It depends on what her conditions are.
Okay. Is there any way to set her up on a computer right now to talk to me in private?
Yes.
So I can find out what's going on?
Yes, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. All right. This is what the court has discovered from reviewing the filings. Yes, a motion was filed where this defendant was allowed to have the remote in-home monitor installed in the ignition interlock with an affidavit of non-driving. So she's not supposed to be driving because she's using it in-home. So what she has done is she's violated her conditions of bond. So she's driving, and she's supposed to have, she's not supposed to be driving.
Okay. As far as I understand, I asked her about having a valid driver's license. I didn't ask her about the difference between the ignition interlock and the home handheld device. I'm sure that she would be more than amenable to have that ignition interlock placed on her vehicle. I do understand that there was an accident and her vehicle was not working, but maybe she has a new vehicle. I didn't get all those details, Your Honor.
All right, so that's what the court has, and that was dated on September 8, 2020. And the court doesn't have an order that's saying that she's going to be driving with ignition interlock. In my understanding, she doesn't have ignition interlock on her vehicle, and she should.
Okay.
So she's going to be going into custody today. She violated her conditions of bond. I can't have someone. And Ms. Smith, I don't take it as true that you committed an intoxication manslaughter, but you're charged with intoxication manslaughter. And one of your conditions was because your previous attorney came to me and informed me that you would not be driving. And so I allowed you to have the in-home monitoring device installed in lieu of ignition interlock if an affidavit of non-driving was provided. So you're driving and you don't have an ignition interlock. That's a problem. So you're going to be taken into custody today. Ms. Guerrero, she'll be remanded without bond. If you want to file a motion to have the court reconsider that or bring some more information to me, Ms. Guerrero, of course, the court will be more than willing to consider that. But for now, she is, I'm issuing a judge's warrant and she's going to be remanded.
Okay. Well, I'll visit with her tomorrow through the jail and I'll report back. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Just to give a bit of background, vehicular manslaughter means someone died because of reckless driving or driving under the influence. It's a major criminal offense, and it can lead to decades in prison depending on the details. This case is especially upsetting because, even after being put on probation and told not to drive, she still got behind the wheel. You would expect someone facing such serious charges to follow every single condition of their probation, but clearly that didn't happen. Now we're jumping forward about a year, and something seems to have changed in her. Her appearance is noticeably different. She looks like she's been through a lot. It could be stress, drug use, or something else entirely. But it's very clear that she's not the same person she was when the case first began. What do you think happened to her? I'm leaning toward the idea that drug use played a role, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
And are you Ms. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Smith, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on the count 2 charge of manslaughter and waiving counts 1, 3, and 4.
No objection.
All right, Ms. Smith, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you're charged with the offense of manslaughter? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Judge, may I clarify one of my responses in response to your question about motions?
Yes.
I said that I hadn't filed any, and I'm not sure if Ms. Corley did, so I don't want to represent to the court, because I think she may have filed some evidentiary motions. I did file some non-evidentiary motions, but I wanted to make sure that if Ms. Corley did, I didn't represent that there were none filed.
All right. And I can tell you from my review of the court's docket sheet that there was no motions that were heard.
Okay.
And there were some motions that were filed, but none that were heard.
I just didn't want to make any misrepresentation.
All right. So the court is finding you guilty of count 2. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
On behalf of my client, Judge, this is a case that was a tribal type case based upon the evidence that you reviewed. My client has made the decision to come in and accept responsibility for her portion in this accident that happened. She's extremely remorseful. She wants to get this behind her, and she wanted to say her apologies to the family that the area where this happened, the location was very dark, and she just didn't see that there was an accident in front of her. She has Graves' disease, and she's been pretty ill at the jail. So she's hoping that this time will pass, and hopefully that she can get her life back together. She was a home health care provider, and she did help a lot of people while she was out in the area.
All right. Anything from the state?
And we have victim impact.
All right. Anything you wish to say, Ms. Smith?
I'm sorry, please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what they lost.
All right. Anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to follow your agreement. I'm going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison and give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. So, Ms. Smith, there's going to be a victim impact statement. What I can tell you is I know that sometimes emotions and tempers run high, because in this court, we'll deal, as your counsel will tell you, and the state will tell you, we're dealing with serious cases, major felonies. But I do require that everyone treats everybody with respect and kindness. So there are some persons who want to say something to you. Just listen, internalize it.
In the end, she was sentenced to 6 years in prison for vehicular manslaughter. Honestly, I couldn't find too many specific details about the case, and I also couldn't share the victim impact statement since that part is private. But even without all the extra information, this one really left me speechless. She tried to blame the accident on it being dark outside, but based on the evidence, it's clear she wasn't sober when she hit the other car. Say what you will, but it doesn't feel like she's fully owning up to what happened. I also couldn't tell if she was truly sorry for what she did, or if she was just scared because she realized she'd be spending years in prison. This entire case is a powerful reminder that one bad choice behind the wheel can affect so many people forever. Driving isn't just about getting from one place to another. It's a responsibility that affects everyone on the road. So what are your thoughts on the 6-year sentence? Do you think that's a fair punishment for causing someone's death, or does it seem too light? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you found this story interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post new content every day. Thanks so much for watching.